Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Let's Get Ready Network.
I didn't think that was going to start. I was about to eat an M&M.
We're having some technical difficulties here tonight filming these reviews, but we're getting them done. We're here to talk about Stumble, Season 1, Episode 1, the pilot episode. It's just called Pilot, like most pilot episodes are.
Mhm.
This is the new NBC comedy about
Cheerleading.
cheerleading at the junior college level. Um, I will start this off by saying I hate cheerleaders. They made my life a living hell in high school. This is fun, though.
Listen, I didn't have the best relationship with cheerleaders in high school myself.
Yeah.
I mean, I had a friend that was the head cheerleader, and she kind of like looked down on me at that point, even
Yeah.
though we grew up together since like first grade, and I held her hair back while she threw up in a toilet in elementary school, but we'll not go on that. But anyway, she looked down on me. But I also seen the other side of it because my two nieces were competitive cheerleaders since they were like 5 years old. So I
Mhm.
seen that side of it and how they worked hard and and then the crazy parents, and yeah, I seen all that. But this, I liked the style of how they filmed this. It's like you said, a mockumentary type style,
Mhm.
and it follows one of the coaches that was like a big coach that was like won a bunch of championships. She was going for her 15th, I
15th
think,
in a row.
15th in a row national champion.
Yeah, Courteney Potter is the character's name. She's played by
Mhm.
Jen Lyon. She's seeking to break the record for the winningest cheer champion coach. The very first scene we get with her in this is she's doing this documentary to document her road to the 15th championship at Sammy Davis Senior Junior
Mhm.
College,
That's a
and
mouthful.
it's a mouthful, yeah. And I guess the athletic director comes in and is like, "We got a disturbing video of you," and it's her drinking with the
With the
cheerleading squad
cheerleader, yeah.
after the last national
And then
championship.
giving an award for the best booty.
Miss Booty, yeah, and
She's
she's
like, I
like,
would have killed for being for the best booty back in my day.
yeah, yeah. And, so they basically fire her. You
Yeah, that
can't
was a
drink with
no-go.
you can't drink with your
Can't
athletes.
drink and give them body, like, images,
Body
like,
shaming
yeah,
kinda
pretty much.
things, yeah. So, Courtney is fired. She addresses her team, and,
Her assistant coach.
we find her assistant coach, Tammy Istany, played by Kristen Chenoweth.
Kristen.
Um, I said it wrong.
I
It's
know.
Kristen Chenoweth. Um,
I like that name, I'm sorry. Because it's just Istini, it's pretty much Tammy is tiny.
um,
Which
it is a
Kristen Chenoweth,
running gag through this that you only see, like, from, like, here up.
'cause she's so little. I think she may be shorter than me.
I'm gonna look up how tall Kristen Chenoweth is, but, she is very tiny, and I love that they made that her
Last
last name.
name.
Yeah. She's
And I
4'11". She's 4'11".
so she is smaller. So she's my sister Crystal's height. So, I'm 5'2", so my sister Crystal's 4'11". My niece
I'm
Ariana is
like a foot
4'9".
taller than Kristen Chenoweth.
So I love it when they're like, "Please stand up," like, and they're like,
Stand on the
she's like,
box,
"I am."
please.
And they're like, "The box," and she's like, "Oh." She goes in the box. She's this little tiny thing.
Mhm. So, Courtney, now fired, we meet in the, meeting. We find out that Tammy is going to be the new head cheerleading coach at Sammy Davis Senior Junior College,
Mhm.
and, Crystal, a flyer at Sammy Davis, I'm just gonna call it Sammy Davis, um, says she'd follow Courtney anywhere. And then so Courtney goes home, she's talking to her husband, Boone E. Potter,
Mhm.
and, I love how she calls him Boone E. She doesn't just call him Boone, she calls him Boone E.
Mhm.
And, he is the head coach of the football team at Sammy Davis, and he doesn't have all his memories and can't say certain words because of a football accident when he was a player.
He
Got
was
dropped
the
on his head.
Yeah, he was a quarterback. I
I don't know
I
what he
think he was
was.
a quarterback, and he got smashed and landed on his head. And they said
Yeah.
that it took a while for it to come. That was in That was in episode
There's an
2, I think.
episode 2. Yeah.
But
Oh,
he has a head injury, so he kind of forgets things. So he ended up being a coach.
yes. Um, we watched both episodes tonight. Um, or I did at least. You watched Stumble yesterday,
yesterday.
episode 1. Because we are a week late with this episode 1 review because I was in Massachusetts with Brandi. We didn't get it done when we were there because we went to Rhode Island Comic Con and we're exhausted. So, so we're a
Yeah,
week
it
review.
was our wedding week,
Yeah, Brandi's
after
talented
week.
now. Yeah.
Yes.
So Courtney is talking to Boone, and he's trying to tell her, "Don't just rush into another job." And then she's like, "I got a job interview,"
Mhm.
and it's at Heedleston, I think, but she can't pronounce it.
Hiddleston
Heddleston, Heedleston. Everybody says it differently in the
differently.
show, and I think that's the gag.
They all we
Yeah.
even say it differently, so we don't
So she goes to this job interview and she's talking about the cheerleading and nothing but the cheerleading. And it turns out the job interview is for a
type.
typing teacher who also is the cheerleading coach.
Mhm.
And the guy who is like, I don't know, uh, do colleges have principals or what are they called? I don't know.
The dean?
Um, it might be. He is interviewing her and he's like, "I don't see words per minute on here. How fast can you type?" And stuff like that. And she wants to talk about, we have to get a team together before show off,
Yep.
and then we have to make it to Daytona, which is where
Mhm.
the national championships are.
Mhm.
She gets the job. She's like got a calendar on the whiteboard. She's explaining this. We think it's just to us and the camera for the mockumentary, but no, she has a whole classroom full of students there, and one of them asks how they're supposed to type
Type.
the emoji she draws on the day of her birthday. So that was really funny. She has cheerleading tryouts, and nobody comes for hours until finally Madonna shows up. The one cheerleader that Heddleston, we'll just call it Heddleston,
Mhm.
had last season, and she's also narcoleptic. So she does a tumbling pass after she shows off what she did for cheerleading last season.
She's like, "No,"
And
she's because they were like, "Oh, no offense, but, you need to be able to tumble." She's like, "Oh, hold my
yeah,
pretty much hold my water."
I like this girl. She's got some sass.
Uh-huh, I like her.
And she does a great tumbling pass and then immediately falls asleep. And Courtney goes over to her and is like, "Are you dead or asleep?"
I thought that
It's
was
very
funny.
that was funny. Yeah.
But
So
she's the only one.
she's the only one.
She was the only person in the cheerleading, and so she's like, "There's nobody else, it's just me, pretty much." And she needs to get more people because she needs, what, 10 people for a squad or something like
I think she needs 10 people. So she goes to talk to her husband at the football game
Mhm,
after she goes to talk to Crystal.
mhm,
She sneaks into Sammy Davis, goes to talk to Crystal, offers Crystal to come to Heddleston
mhm,
and be her flyer, and Crystal turns her down.
mhm,
And she is very upset about this.
mhm.
So she goes out to the football team practice where Boone is having trouble with a player named DeMarcus who is doing flips and stuff on the field and not doing his job.
He's the quarterback, he does everything, he's not playing as a team player, he's doing everything himself, and he's like, "No, you can't do that, like, you gotta be able." He's like, "Oh, I'm
Yeah.
a star, I could do pretty much."
And so DeMarcus basically quits the football team, but after Courtney has seen him do the tumbling on the
Mhm,
field, she gets an idea, and
mhm,
she basically runs after him, catches up to him, and offers him a starring spot on this cheerleading squad where he can tumble and dance and everything,
mhm,
and he takes it because he's gonna be the star.
mhm.
And yeah, so she has 2 cheerleaders now. Then she is trying to find others. She's going to her car,
Oh,
and,
this girl's stealing stuff
there's a
from her
girl
car.
stealing stuff from her car, and she does this acrobatic tumbling out of
Roof.
the roof, the what is that called? The
It's the
sky
sky
whatever?
yeah,
I don't remember.
the
I don't
skylight
have one, so I don't remember what it's called.
the skylight, kinda like the roof.
Skylight kinda thing in
Yeah,
the roof. I know it's got a name for a car, but I can't remember what it is right now.
you're
And
talking to the wrong person.
We meet Peaches, who is a kleptomaniac. She has an ankle bracelet.
She's in trouble a lot, but the
Yeah,
reason
yeah.
why she got her name Peaches, do you remember that?
Well, first Courtney says, "Oh, what a sweet name." And then Peaches is like, "I got it because I swung like a can of
Can of
peaches in
peaches at
girl's
somebody's
head.
head.
Yeah,
I beat some girl with a can of peaches. So I
yeah,
was like, I love it.
yeah, so she's Peaches. She's on the team now. She also finds a group of, girls who are cheerleaders, but they wear rather inappropriate things underneath their
Yeah, they
cheerleading
kinda
skirts
got
and make
they
TikToks.
they make TikToks, so they get kicked off their squad or whatever, but she's like,
Yeah.
"We'll just get them bigger underwear."
We'll just give them full coverage underwear.
Uh-huh.
And then, she wants to go and get her, um, guy that was part of her first cheerleading squad years ago. His name is Steven. She finds him at a rental car place where he is a
Condo.
management trainee, and he is like a 30-something man, and she somehow in her head thought he would still be a young guy, but it's a junior college. There's no, like, age limit to
Limit.
this. So she convinces him very easily to come back and be part of the cheerleading squad. I think there's a joke in the second episode where he says he's on his 17th sophomore year of college, which I'm just like, "Oh my goodness." And I can't imagine being in school for that long. So, um, and then, they're assembled and they're all gonna start the thing, and they don't have enough people yet, but then in comes another girl who says she's here for cheer tryouts, and apparently that was 5 weeks ago. And she says she lost track of time because she had her 18th birthday, and then her foster parents kicked her out even though they were starting to like her and all this stuff, and Courtney, it cuts to Courtney later saying, you know, she doesn't
I'm gonna
have too much talent, but I can't turn her away with that story,
I'll
and
probably
then
end up
later she's like,
adopting
"I'm
her.
probably gonna end up adopting her." So, that's basically our main cast, for this, is Courtney, Boone, Crystal, DeMarcus, Madonna, Peaches, Sally, Steven, and Tammy. Tammy's a recurring character, she's not in the show as much as, the others.
Mhm.
But, they're building, the team together, and they're practicing, and then in comes Crystal. She's made the decision to follow her coach.
But there was a catch to that.
Mhm. Uh, Courtney has told Crystal that the documentary will be all about her.
Mhm.
And so, uh, Crystal's like, "Oh, well, the documentary is gonna be focused on me. Well, gotta go to
Mhm.
Heddleston." Everybody says it differently, and, she doesn't even know how to say it.
Mhm.
But, they see how Crystal is, and they're quite impressed at first,
Mhm.
the others. But they're not a team yet, and Courtney's gotta get them together for this show-off performance,
Mhm.
um, and they get there, they do the performance. DeMarcus, at the end of the performance, does a flip instead of catching
Crystal.
Crystal, and Crystal, like, shatters her ankle.
She lands and you see I like how they have some they
I like how
bleep
they're blurring things and bleeping things out.
yeah, so they bleep the and you could see, like, when I'm because I have it on closed caption too, and it says
Mhm.
bleep.
Yeah.
The says bleep. They're bleeping out swears and they're bleeping out, things,
Yeah, at one point in this, she goes, "You're going to take out all the potty words, right?"
right?
Really funny. Um, but, at the show off, Tammy is in the crowd wearing sunglasses, like, in
Mhm.
disguise,
Mhm.
like, checking out the competition,
Mhm.
and sees Crystal get hurt.
Mhm.
And I just think this was a great first episode.
Oh, it was I laughed. I thought it was like, a lot of it was funny, like, it's what I want a comedy to be. You
Yeah.
got a lot of things that would make you laugh, like, thinking about things and, like, "Oh, this is" it's obviously, like you said, a mockumentary, and, like, it's not I mean, it's a depiction of somehow how some
Yeah.
things are, like, they can be competitive and, like, they need to be the best, we gotta get the best squad out there, and we're seeing this one who's a top coach starting from scratch again and
Mhm.
building
I
the
like
whole
that
squad.
that
Yeah.
aspect of it. Instead of following her at Sammy Davis going for another championship that she's almost guaranteed to win there,
Mhm,
I like that they sort of brought her back down to earth, and she's
mhm.
gotta whip
Start
these
from scratch.
misfits into shape,
Mhm,
basically.
mhm.
Um, really enjoyed this. Um, I think that, one of the reasons why I like the characters so much in this is because They don't remind me of the cheerleaders from high school yet.
Mhm.
Crystal kinda does.
Oh,
So
yeah.
Crystal's definitely my least favorite character so far, but I think that injuring her right out the gate in episode 1 made it more interesting for Crystal.
It reminds me of, like, Bring It On. Like,
It does, yeah.
a lot and there was a cheerleader on that squad that did get hurt and broke
Yeah.
her leg, like, going through and I just find it funny, they're, like, pushing her in a wheelchair and stuff, but that's 2nd episode, that wasn't the 1st. The 1st episode was you just see her breaking her foot, and then they end with that, like, pretty much.
Yeah. So, yeah. I this has gotten mostly positive reviews so far. It's got a 90% on Rotten Tomatoes. Last I looked, 70 on Metacritic, which is generally favorable, so it's off to a pretty good start.
Mhm.
Um, I think that, I'm gonna enjoy this,
No, I'm already
and
enjoying this.
yeah,
The 1st episode, I was like, "Ooh, I like this, this is" I was I seen the thing. I think we both kinda were like we seen the commercial and we're like, "We should try this one." I was like, "I agree." Like,
yeah.
"This looks like it's gonna be
When we saw
fun."
Kristen Chenoweth, we were like,
Oh,
"Okay, we
she's
have
fr
to see what this
she's
is."
freaking hilarious, so,
Yeah.
like
Let me see one thing. Let's see, it says that it got, 2 million viewers for its first episode, so that's pretty good.
nice. And it's
It's got a good lead in because it's on right after Happy's Place,
yeah,
which we also review on this channel if you are interested in watching those reviews. But yeah, I'm really excited about this. And I like the mockumentary format so far because
mhm,
it's not just we're seeing them like there's no camera in the room
yeah,
and then it cuts to them sitting on a couch
mhm,
talking about it like Modern Family. I don't like that Modern Family mockumentary style.
mhm,
Like they're acting like there's no camera there and then suddenly they're sitting there talking to a camera.
mhm,
I like this better because she says asides and breaks the fourth wall to the camera for the
mhm,
documentary all the time.
mhm,
I just like how they're incorporating that aspect into this.
mhm. And I like the actress, the head coach.
Yeah, Jen Lyon. I feel like I've seen her before,
I
but I
feel
can't
like
name anything she's
yeah,
been in. Let me see real quick. Um,
I feel like I've known her for something also.
let's see. She's got some recurring roles. She was on Sirens. I don't know what that is.
Mhm,
Um, she was in Good Morning Internet, which was on the web. She was in
mhm,
Claws, the the one in on TNT. I don't know if you ever
mhm.
saw commercials for that.
I don't
She hasn't done much, but I feel like I've seen her before in something.
know.
I don't know what it was. She was also in Saint George, playing George Lopez's ex-wife a
Oh,
while back,
I might have maybe that's where I seen her from.
maybe. But anyways, she's great as
Mhm.
Courtney.
Oh, yeah.
And
Her and Kristen Chenoweth and
Taron Killam.
Killam, um, they work well together. They got
Yeah,
good chemistry.
yeah. Taron Killam married to
Ooh,
Kobe Smulders.
oh, I remember him from SNL.
Yeah, SNL. He's also done a bunch of, like, Broadway. He
Mhm,
played, King George III in Hamilton for a while.
mhm,
Um, Wild 'N Out, The Amanda Show, How I Met Your Mother, New Girl, Single Parents. He's done a lot of stuff, so
mhm.
yeah, this is looking good so far. I'm really enjoying it, and, we
I'm
have another
enjoying it.
episode to talk about.
It's a new cast where you
Yeah.
get to know some of these people and some I knew. I knew Ryan Pinkston from a lot of things. I think I remember Ryan Pinkston. I think he was in, uh, the Ashton Kutcher prank show. What
Let me look.
the heck?
Punk'd.
Punk'd. He was
He's
in
on
Punk'd.
Punk'd.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's where I remember him from.
Let's see what else was he on. He was on some sitcom called Quintuplets.
Mhm.
He was in the 3rd Spy Kids film.
Yeah,
He also
he's
was in Hannah Montana, apparently.
yep. He's been in a lot of stuff, like but I remember him younger on Punk'd.
He was in Will and Grace, the revival in
Mhm,
2018, 2019. He was, in Young Rock, the
mhm,
sitcom about The Rock.
mhm.
Um,
He's
but
been in a
yeah,
lot of stuff.
he's been in a lot of stuff, yeah.
Mhm.
But, that's episode 1. We're about to go film our review for episode 2, which also came out tonight. So check that out on the channel when you get a chance. Any final thoughts, Brandi?
I'm just loving this. I can't wait to see how the stuff is gonna go like each week with their, you know, trying to pull off this thing where they got to go to competition and
Yeah,
yeah, this is gonna be. I
this is
think
gonna
it's
be a
gonna
lot of
be.
fun.
Oh yeah, it's already having me laugh. Like the first episode, and you get me laughing the way I am. I'm like, yeah,
Mhm.
this is pretty good. I like it.
Yeah,
I'm into comedy. I'm a comedy gal, so
yeah,
bring it on.
yeah. I like us watching these comedies that we're doing on
Mhm,
network TV. We do Happy's Place. We're probably gonna do Shifting Gears.
mhm.
So yeah, check those out on the channel. And we will see you in the next review for
Let us know
Stumble.
what you think.
Yeah, like, comment, share this video, and
Subscribe.
subscribe to the channel. All the good things.
Mhm.
And we will see you next time. Bye.